What did you? Well, we talk about having to do. Was it some kind of inventory management?
Um,
Uh, like after last session?
yeah, I was. We were talking about somebody keeping track of like NPC names, things like that, missions that we're on.
Yeah, I've
Um,
got a running tab of that. Well, I'll have to do a little bit better about it. It's all in that spreadsheet that I shared with everybody.
okay. Yeah, I've got um, Treasury. So,
Yep, yep.
other
Uh,
I'm still setting up because I just got home pretty much.
What? Working late?
that's
I
fine.
was there till 5, and I didn't get home till about 5:45 because it's a long
Oh,
commute.
oh yeah.
All right.
Is it 7 o'clock already?
It is.
It is time to
It
begin.
is. Welcome. Welcome. Uh, it is 7 o'clock, and
I forgot
I'm
the popcorn.
you forgot
I'm
the
still not
popcorn.
I forgot the
I'm still
popcorn.
not fully together. Not gonna lie.
That's fine. Just mute your mic. no,
I'm
no.
also eating. If you can't hear it,
Nom nom nom.
pretty much.
that camel gif.
All right. Just so go through a little refresher of where we last left off 2 weeks ago. After fighting in the depths of the Varsith Children's Lair, party was teleported to a swamp where they began traversing the swamp. Um, in their journeys, they ran into a very large toad um, that almost killed Blaylock, and were befriended by a small band of kobolds who brought them back to their village. After staying there for the night, the village elders convinced the party to help them figure out what is wrong with the Drippies, and sent them on a quest that they accepted, accompanied by one of their own, Shortclaw, as a guide. And it was the next morning. Everyone is prepared and in the village, ready to set out. Well, guys, are we ready to go?
Is Matt still muted? Yeah, he's still muted.
It's a wonderful shot from him. I thought we had already set out. Maybe my memory's wrong.
I think we were just getting ready to.
yeah, we were leaving the town or the village.
Okay.
What do you want, Blaylock?
Come over here a moment. There's something I need your advice on.
You need my advice? Why does anyone want my advice?
You seem pretty adept in the arcane arts. similar to my mother, and I just need a little bit of a second opinion on this. And I'll whip out the gun that we looted from the dragon's den, and I'll show it to him, and then you'll see me touch placement on the handle of the gun, and there will be like a rune that pops up. Does this rune look familiar to you? It's the shocking grasp rune.
Oh. Okay. So
I can use this, and I just want to make sure I've got this down. You are clearly more adept in the manner of arcane, and then I'll touch another area, and then another rune will pop up, and it's fairy fire, and then I'll show it to him. Does this look familiar to you?
fairy fire. Should I know what fairy fire is?
If you don't
No.
have the spell.
Nope, he wouldn't.
You wouldn't know that?
Nope.
Okay.
I actually have no idea what it is, so
Nope.
even
That's
better.
fine.
I'm not gonna look it up.
This is something that I learned from my mother many years ago. So I'll take a look at that. Maybe I'll need to adjust it.
So this
So, and
this gun has no magical properties, but it has runes on it.
I can channel through this. So and
Oh.
tell me a little
Okay.
bit about your scorching ray.
My scorching ray.
Yeah.
Sure. I can give you a little bit of secrets about how that works.
And
Uh,
you shattered the ground earlier in the
Yeah.
dragon's den.
What about it?
I just need to know a little bit. Tell me how did you channel that?
I just have my incantation or my spells memorized, and I can kind of just cast them.
So from your training from that
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I see you
from
reading every night.
yeah, it's just from memorization of how of the text within and being able
Mhm.
to recite it. I can cast these spells, do these
Okay.
things.
Does it look something like this? And then I'll tap on the handle again in a certain sequence, and then you'll see the rune for shatter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
Okay.
what do you need? What do you need to know about that?
I was watching you, and I can kind of tweak the ability to channel this, but only through these mechanical means. It's hard for me to really break this down for you, but trust me, from looking at what you've done, I've been able to manipulate the arcane so I can channel it through this weapon.
Okay.
And finally, I'll tap it again on the other side, and then you'll see the rune for scorching ray.
Okay. So, what do you exactly want to know about Shatter and Scorching Ray? I guess. How can I help you with these?
I'd just like to see what if this is familiar to you, and if there is any adjustment that needs to be made. So these will be a little bit. These runes will be a little. It looks like they were made hurriedly, and so there might be a little messy, and maybe they'll need a little touching up.
Flesh it out of character. Do I need to do anything to help him with this? Exactly.
Nope.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if there was something that I'm supposed to do.
Nope. This
to
is
get
all.
that to
This is
work,
all
right?
just. This is all Grovile and.
So you just want to learn how they work. You want me to show you, kind of take you under my wing. Is that what you want?
I'm not as adept as you in the arcane, but I do have a knack for it.
Maybe next time we find some baddies, I'll give you a little nudge and show you how these work. Give you a little.
I look forward to it.
Or better yet, I can have you if you'd like, and I don't let many people do this, I will let you borrow my book for a night to read through it.
That is some difficult reading, but maybe I'll be
If-
able to take from there what I need.
Some of it may not be written in a language you understand, but
That's
it may
why I
point
have
you in the right direction. That's
Yes.
true. That's true.
Well, we've kept the party waiting too long. Poor Short Claw over there is practically jumping out of his pants.
You look over and he just kind of eyeing everybody up and down, looking at the different things that people have, and big smile on his face, or closest thing that can resemble a smile, and looking eager.
Thank you for your patience, everybody. Shall we?
I think we shall.
What time of day is it?
Morning.
My cat will not leave my dice alone. God damn.
Are we ready to go?
After you.
You know the way.
Yeah.
So he kind of puffs up his chest and starts walking out, and walks out of the village area, and begins taking you guys through the swamp.
Burke.
Guess it would help if I actually had my dice out. That's several weeks in a row I'm bad at that.
Urk, what's wrong with
Do we
me?
already have to roll initiative? Your keyboard.
Oh, is it really that loud?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should mute if I need to.
I believe this is the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, come
it
on.
really
now.
is. Eh,
Guilty as charged.
um.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you start traversing through the swamp. Short Claw kind of goes back and forth. He's looking at everybody, and he's trying to start conversations as often as he can. So, do you think after you figure this out, you'll, I don't know, come back and see us, or maybe need someone to go with you?
I think your village needs your talents.
Oh, I don't know. They don't really like me much, I don't think.
Is that why they sent you with us?
No, they send me because I'm the best, but I get in a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Oh,
Trouble that can help us.
I don't know. It's things happen. I don't have very good luck.
You'll fit in well here. We've stumbled on some bad luck ourselves.
Well, I don't know if this will help, but we'll get where we're going. He continues plodding through. So, where did you guys all come from?
Are you talking to anyone in particular?
Nope,
Or
he's just
Are you just saying things
he's just
out for people to hear?
Yep, whoever responds, because he's in the front leading the party through the swamp. It's thick.
I'm gonna look around and pretend I don't hear him. I don't want to talk to him.
I need to take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, I'm from parts you have not heard of. I'm outside of Waters Deep.
Oh, that's a long way. I hear about it. When Broken Tooth comes back from the village or the town, he talks about that the people he works with have done trading with Waterdeep. He says they say it's a big city. Makes our village look tiny.
Oh, it does, little one. So small.
And he looks back at Blaylock. Aren't you kind of small?
I hear that often, and I'll grumble a little bit under my breath. I am one of the smaller members of my tribe. My tribe is of the two rivers, not from this land, from a far off land. Actually, I'm not sure where it is relative to this continent, island, whatever you may call it.
So he takes you through for quite some time. You seem to be traveling forever. And he kind of sniffs various things. He's following a definite trail. That
Keeping my eyes open.
Okay. And you go for about a day. It starts getting dark. Well, I think we better find somewhere to bed down for the night. Traveling the swamp at night, not good.
Why is that?
Have traveled these parts. Do you know of a place to take camp?
We'll find something. So
What's around here that pops up at night that we should watch out for?
Giant toads.
well, you did see the giant toad, and he's nothing.
There's more than one giant toad.
There's always a bigger fish, is what my dad used to say.
That is not reassuring.
So we interrupted you. What else is there that you know of?
Oh, there's all sorts of giant spiders, giant snakes, giant toads, giant rats.
Are you just going to say giant of everything that you've seen before?
Oh, everything's giant here.
Oh, is that how it works?
Tell us a little bit more about these drippers.
The Drippies? They're small. Well, they're small. They're like my size.
So they're not giant?
Oh no, they're not giant. They're smaller, and they always look wet. I think if you set one out in the sun for days, they'd still be wet.
Do they usually hunt in packs?
They do. They do. But they always kept to themselves until it just seems recently. Very aggressive.
What has changed?
I don't even know.
So what you're saying are Drippies are wet loner packs that keep to themselves.
Yeah, and they kind of stink.
Stink how?
They smell like Drippies. It's its own thing. I don't. I know what smell of swamp smells like. I know what dead creature smells like. Drippies have their own smell.
You know, you seem to use the word drippy a lot to describe this thing. It's very unhelpful.
Well, it's their name.
It's like saying I describe water as water, and that's
Water
what it is.
As
Do we
wet.
know of any weaknesses?
Oh, just like you and me.
You and I are totally different, little one.
I don't think so. You got, and he kind of stops and turns and starts pointing at various body parts. You got big teeth, and you got arms, and you got tail, and you
I
got
wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't be pointing at him.
you got claws.
So they are little versions of me.
Oh no, they don't look anything like you.
A wet scar. Watch out for wet scars.
And he kind of pushes forward a little bit, and he's like, "Here," and he picks up a rather large mushroom, and he says, "Drippies look like this."
Ugh,
Like
Drip.
fungus.
Like mushrooms.
Yeah, like mushrooms.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. What do you know, Scar?
I don't trust any
Walking
vegetation. That
Vegetation is not always the greatest thing.
Mm,
Have you seen any place to make camp?
So
Well,
I'm looking, and you go for another. It's definitely past dusk now and getting dark, and eventually you come into a smaller grove of trees, and he starts looking around, and um, there's a set of larger trees um, in a circular pattern, and Scar specifically, you smell the residue of old campfire, like someone has camped here before, and he turns. This should be a safe place.
All right.
Me, Burnt Tail, and Dribble. I mean, we've camped here before when we've been out on our expeditions.
I want to do a check, survival check, and just my own instincts on
Okay.
this area. What is this?
while he's doing that, I'm going to
14.
What are you going to do, Blaylock?
I'm going to just cast it. I'm going to make this gun an enhanced arcane focus. It's one of my artificer abilities.
Yep. Okay.
Infusions.
All right. So, looking around, Scar, the trees to you seem like they would help block some of the light from a campfire because of the brush that's around, giving it a partial seclusion. The land is high enough and it's actual dry land, and it seems to be harder ground. For the most part, it doesn't look like a terrible spot for being in the middle of a swamp.
Okay. I will trust your judgment, little one.
You should. You should. When has Shortclaw ever let anyone down today?
oh.
Scar, may I see that bow again?
Takes it off.
I know that we tried those walloping arrows before, but with little success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak this bow a little bit, so you'll actually be able to have better chance of dealing more damage to the enemy, and it will auto reload with ammo if you don't load it yourself. So this is repeating shot.
Okay. So what does that do?
So repeating shot. See if I can get a description for it. Repeating shot. Let me pull it up again. I thought I had it up there, but all it did was just ask me what I wanted to put it on. So since James is back, James, that dagger that you're no longer using, which had the returning dagger, that is no longer infused.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Okay. So Repeating shot. Magic weapon grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. When it's used to make a range attack, if you load no ammunition in the weapon, it produces its own, automatically creating one piece of magic ammunition when you make a ranged attack with it.
Oh,
Ammunition
okay.
created by this weapon vanishes after it hits.
So basically, how we would do that is if you just draw the bow back without an arrow would appear.
Okay. And it would be considered magical.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so where's my actions? Okay. And you said +1 to hits and damage.
Yeah, attack and damage rolls. So,
Okay.
Scar, try pulling back on the bow now.
I point it up. Draw
And
it back.
We'll see the arrow appear in the knocked and ready.
That's a neat trick.
Hopefully, this will fare better than those walloping arrows.
Now, do those disappear?
They do
Yeah,
right
it
after
does.
impact.
If you do,
Well, no,
if you
that's
don't-
not what I meant. The whopping arrows.
oh, those no, they're just not enhanced anymore. So they're just
Okay.
regular arrows now.
They're just normal arrows, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I need to take that off my list.
So while you're talking, Short Claw is running around. He's gathered up some light timber and begins making a fire. Matt. Your mic picks up a lot. So he picks up some timber and everything and builds a campfire, and you see him light it up, and he just kind of looks at you with a bright look on his face, and his eyes are all lit up, like looking for praise for finding a place and building a fire.
Zoramir, that dagger will no longer return to your hand, but fear not. I'm working on something a little bit better for you. If you don't mind, hand me that dagger that we acquired in the Dragon's Den. That was cursed.
I skeptically hand the dagger over.
It's not
Cursed.
It's not cursed. It's
Well,
damaged.
cursed or damaged, yeah. And I'm
You're
gonna
not talking about the venom one, are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the venom one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast mending on the dagger.
Okay. So the piece of the blade that had chipped out, you see it fuse along with the metal, and it looks undamaged now.
Thank you,
Here,
Blairlock.
this
This will help
should be
us.
a little bit better for you. Be careful with it, though. That looks very poisonous.
This will help us a great deal in battle.
Did we decide whether it would still work or not? I know that was kind of up for debate.
Yeah, it's still. It wasn't anything that affected the magical ability of how it works.
Okay. Fair enough.
Shoreclaw, he's. Boy, I don't know about you guys, but I am tired.
Well, you just volunteered for first watch.
I did?
I jest. I'll take first watch.
I'm not very tired. I can take first watch.
Are you sure, Zoramir?
Yeah,
I'm feeling
feel
super.
pretty awake.
I'm feeling super under the weather. I think I should get a full night's rest tonight. Something in that drink I had the other night. It hasn't really been sitting with me rather well, so I need to get a full night's sleep.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before you bed down?
I'll take the second watch.
No,
I
think
don't think I got anything.
yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. So, Zoramir, roll your perception. As everyone goes to
dice,
sleep.
treat me good.
You need to find your dice.
One of my die is still missing when Jazzy knocked it around the
She
apartment.
totally
I don't
ate
know
it.
where it is yet. She might have.
My first roll of the night is a natural one.
That is absolutely amazing.
Oh, come on.
All right. You actually kind of put you guys where you would be. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So while you're sitting there and you're just kind of half zoned out, you're not even paying attention, and you kind of close your eyes. You're not tired, but you're listening to just the sounds of the swamp. And it's almost entrancing. You hear like the occasional frog and the crickets, and then you hear just some light footsteps. But you don't seem concerned. And 1 second, I'm getting there.
And
Roll initiative.
Before you know it, a larger. Can you guys see those? Nope.
Nope.
Because
Nope,
I'm not.
yet.
It helps if I share my screen, right? Share screen. That one.
There we go. Holy crap.
And you just hear loud squeaking all around you.
Fuck.
Roll initiative.
Awesome.
I mean, aren't they going to get like super sneak attack because we have absolutely no idea?
They're not
failed
making an
horribly like a
active
watchman.
effort to be quiet.
How long have we been asleep for? Does that affect anything with me or no?
Well, we don't roll initiative because we're sleeping.
Yep. It's just Zoramir right now.
And I rolled a 3. I get a total of 8.
Okay.
Not off to a good start here.
All right. You see this rat right in front of you, and it just go for it.
I'm going.
Yep, your turn.
All right. It's where am I? Okay. I'm gonna use my dagger to take a stab at him.
Okay.
Okay, finally got a good roll. So that is 26.
Oh, that hits.
All right. And then damage is 8.
Plus sneak attack. It is adjacent to other people. Well, you guys are. Is it considered unconscious?
We have a sneak attack even though they're asleep.
So you thrust out with your dagger and impale it straight through the rat, and it just falls lifeless on your blade.
Well, then as my bonus, I'm going to take cunning action to hide.
Okay. Roll your sneak.
Would he be able to? Because they already see him. You can't just hide once
Yeah.
everybody's looking at you.
Okay, can I disengage then?
Oof.
You're not engaged with anything, so there's not really a cunning action you can do outside of dashing, running out of the camp.
Okay, I'm going to dash then.
Okay.
Just want to use my cunning action, man.
Which way?
Let's dash. How far can I dash?
30 feet. Or whatever your movement is.
I'm gonna dash just 10 feet in front of me, screaming the whole way,
Okay.
just like warrior call screaming. And then
So everyone else make a perception check.
Perception. Give me a sec.
13.
21.
Ooh, not bad. 6. I just saw it, and that's 13.
Okay. What was yours? That's everybody's, right? I think so. 1 second. Okay. Zormir, make a ranged spell attack.
I'm rolling for hitting still, right?
Yep.
What do I get as a bonus or a modifier?
Whatever your dex mod is.
There we go. I'm back. I don't know what happened.
13.
Okay, that would hit.
Okay. Hopefully I can take it out with this dice. And 12 points of damage.
Okay. So as you run forward and scream, shadowy tendrils rise up and grab hold of one of the rats and infuse into its fur, and you just see pustules burst out of it, and it's dead. Okay, everyone. Never mind. So right now, that's the end of your turn. Rat's turn. So the first rat is going to attack Zormir. My dice
Oh,
hate
no.
you so much.
Are you kidding me?
It's a natural 19. 6 points of piercing damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
You're not attacking me, are you?
7.
Okay. One of the rats jumps on you, and you feel it bite into your flesh. And as you look down, you see your veins turn black, and you're diseased.
Can I ask what that means, or is it better that I don't know?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
Next rat is going to attack Short Claw.
I got that, dear. I'll do it later.
He misses. Next rat's going to move and attack Short Claw. He hits. For 6 points of damage.
We're considered unconscious and prone.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Got to get these markers right. Short Claw is diseased. Next rat is going to attack Blaylock. And he hits Blaylock.
Yeah.
My goodness, 6 points of damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 15.
Okay. You feel like you kind of woke up because you heard somebody scream, and when you look up, there's these rats all over the place, and one of them just bites into your arm. You just fling it, and it kind of lands a foot or two from you, and looks at you and just hisses. Next one's going to attack you too. And
we can't do any reactions because we're asleep, right?
Yep.
That's what I figured.
Next one attacks Grovile. It definitely hits. For 3 points of damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, and that's that one, right? Yeah. That's going to be 9.
All right. So you took 3 points of damage. Oops.
I already put it in.
Yeah, I've just been tracking it on your characters themselves. And you feel not well. Next one's going to attack you.
I've already felt like shit.
And he hits for 3 points of damage. And doesn't matter. And then the other one's going to come in and attack Scar. And he hits for 5 points of damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
All right. You fling it off to the side. You're all awake now, so everyone roll initiative.
Why do I get the feeling that this was not how this was supposed to go?
22.
Great. 10.
Hold on. 22, that's...
I'm 22 as well.
You might have to roll for Zormir. Because he said his internet cut out.
All right. Short Claw is at the end for sure. Scar, you have a higher deck, so you will definitely be at the top. Grovile, what'd you have?
10.
10.
Not good.
No. And Zormir? Oh, he already rolled, so he's already in there. So Scar, you are up.
Okay, half movement to get up. Bonus action to draw both weapons. Attack the one above me.
Okay.
Did I miss any
21.
additional damage?
That hits. No, you haven't taken any damage yet.
For 6 damage.
and you slice the rat in half.
I'll move up one and use my second attack to hit that one in front of me.
Okay.
24
Hits.
for 8 damage.
You spin around and thrust your sword into the rat, and it screeches out in pain as a blackish red blood oozes out from it.
And that's my turn.
Blaylock, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to use Scorching Ray on the 3 that are closest to me. So what you'll see me tap on the hilt of the gun, and you'll see the rune pop up, and you'll see the fire start to channel through that, and then towards the 3 rats that are soon to be toasted.
Okay.
Okay, so
Make
that
3
is
attacks.
Just
Make 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Range spell
What
attacks.
is my spell attack?
They will
Range
be at
spell
disadvantage because they are all near you.
Oh, really?
They're all within melee range.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. You can see how often I cast it. Where's your spell attack at?
That would have been something good to tell you while you were asking all the questions about it.
Me?
Oh no, not you.
No,
You're-
I learned from my mother.
It's
where's
plus
the spell
8.
attack?
It's right in your actions. Scorching
It
Ray.
sees it right. It says hit DC. All right, got it.
You learned from your mother, which means you didn't learn how to do it at
All
all.
right, so first one's 19. Disadvantage, so I got to roll twice for each one.
Yep, take the lower.
The last order.
Okay, first one's 12.
Here.
Second one is 15.
Okay, that's a hit.
And 2. And the third one's at 10.
Okay, so 2 of them hit. The third one arcs off to the side, slams into the swamp. You see like a frog's body kind of float up to the top. Roll your damage for the other 2.
5, 7, and 5. So that arcane focus, how do I know if that is in place? I just have to know and then roll it additionally. It's an extra 1d8 when I channel through it.
You just have to do it, yeah.
I just have to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Plus 1d8. Okay, so 10.
So you just see 2 of the rats as flames appear from Blaylock's newly acquired pistol. They fire out of the end and swirl over and slam into the rats, and you just hear and then ash just falls down to the ground as they leaped into the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna get hit with a little bit of the backfire from that. Like, too close.
Zoramir, you are up.
All right. I am going to again take my dagger and try and pokey the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Man. Okay, that is so 5 plus 9 plus so 15.
That hits.
Okay. And it deals 9 points of damage.
And you just take it. It leaps at you again for another bite, and you just twitch your dagger upward and lop its head off. Its head rolls off to the side, and its body falls over. And you turn and look to see your compatriots up.
Then I'm going to use my cunning action to dash 3 left and 1 up.
Okay.
And I try to use my spell attack.
Yep.
I add dexterity, you said to that?
Yeah. Your dexterity mod. Yep.
Me 12.
Okay, that would hit.
And we are going to hit with 8 points of damage. Man, that is terrible.
And again, these greenish tendrils, purple tendrils come up and they wrap around. This time they pierce into the eye socket of the rat and push forward, and the back end of it just explodes outward towards Short Claw.
What is this keep happening?
All right. First rat's going to go. It's going to attack Blaylock. And it hits. Rolling good tonight. For 5 points of damage, make a Constitution saving throw.
Con. 13.
All right. So it bites into you and takes a piece of your flesh in its mouth. You see it chew it, and then it screeches at you.
How much damage is that again?
5.
5. Thank you.
And then the other one's going to attack Short Claw. And it definitely hits. For 5 points of damage. All right. And he's going to make a well, he's already in bad shape, so. Grova, you are up.
I can finally do something?
Yep.
Everything's pretty much dead at this point. I guess I'm just gonna, I don't know, cast Firebolt. Am I far enough away that that'll actually
No
roll
disadvantage.
with disadvantage or not?
It's
Well,
not right next to
yeah.
you, so you're fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt. Natural 1. So tell me what happens.
Get that deck out.
We're just going to spend this whole session on rando encounters for bad rolls.
Off we go. You teleport 30 feet in a direction randomly determined by the GM. Up is a direction.
Oh yeah, there are 8.
Up is a direction.
Let's see. So there's.
That's what the card said. Up is a direction.
Please just throw him flying into the air.
So there's 8 around him, and then up or down 10. So a D10. If I roll a 1, you teleport down into the ground. If I roll a 10, you teleport up.
And it's only 10 feet?
30.
Oh, that's gonna. Down is probably the worst.
How does going into the ground work?
It's force damage. It's bad.
Oof. You wanted me to go 30 feet under the ground. Alright. That sucks.
So you see Grovile, and he's like, ah! And as he pushes his hands out, all of a sudden he just blinks out and onto the other side. And he's got a real confused look on his face.
And wait, is my turn over now, or can I do something now that I'm standing next to him?
That was your action.
Bonus action. Can I do a bonus action?
I guess.
Life's not over. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, since I'm standing next to him, I'm gonna cast Hungry Jaws.
Does he get disadvantage because he's disoriented?
No. Okay, go for the bite.
I always miss these
Disoriented
bites.
from separating.
I gotta see. Okay, it's there it is. I can't see where it tells me what that damage is, but I think it's melee, which is -1. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Oh wait,
You got to roll to hit first.
18. Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay.
So that'll probably hit.
That hits.
Yeah. All right, and I think it's God, why can't I find where it says the damage for that?
Usually a bite's a 1d4.
His is different
it's-
though.
Yeah, it's just
It's a 1d6 -1.
1d6 -1.
Yep.
So 2 points.
Okay. And you gain 3 temporary hit points.
Which I may need.
As you reach out and bite into it, a black blood fills your mouth.
How's it taste?
Awful. If you weren't
Hmm.
diseased before, you would definitely be now.
I'd imagine.
Scar, what's your max HP now?
54.
All right. Short Claw's gonna go. He sees the first rat. Ah! Makes an attack. And he hits. And he takes his axe and with 2 hands he thrusts it down and chops the first rat in half. And he turns toward the other. And he swings and misses. Scar, you're up.
We're down to 1.
Yep.
All right, bonus action. I'll pull out the bow, swap my weapon, and I will shoot at it.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
He's already closing out the
Pre-
battle.
preemptively taking it down.
To kill it.
I'm not concerned about the damage he does with the bow.
Yeah. 10 damage.
You hear an arrow fly out, and it impales the rat, and then the arrow sticks into the ground, and it looks like someone's put a rat on a spit, and it just slowly is sliding down the shaft of the arrow.
And then the arrow disappears.
Yep. And the arrow dissipates. You just hear as it the rat hits the ground the rest of the way. Zorgmir, what happened? I thought you were watching what's going on.
Man, they just came out of nowhere. I was wide awake. I didn't hear a single peep.
You in the swamp, you didn't hear a single peep?
Is that unnormal?
Like, you can't hear anything right now.
Kind of look around.
And there's just a
Oh, I guess-
cacophony of sounds, crickets and frogs, and an occasional sound of a bat, and something howls in the distance. And
Maybe
And I'm
his
assuming
Oh, yeah, would you
ears
listen
are
to that?
clogged from sticking his head in the water.
I'm assuming we saw these tentacles start squeezing rats to death.
yeah. You definitely noticed it during the frog, but this is just reaffirming that you've seen it again now. Though you're not quite sure where they're coming from.
What, there are tentacles squeezing the frogs?
The big frog that you fought last time.
And 2 of the rats here died from tentacles squeezing.
Hmm.
I
Was
know
it hit? I must have missed that.
something happened with those rats because I don't feel so good.
I don't think that we should camp here if that is around. Are you sure about this, Short Claw?
It's a safe place. I mean, usually you can just shoo the rats away. They don't bother anyone, but I don't think
How
somebody
bad
would
is he looking?
do up.
How bad is Short Claw looking?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's hurt. He has a wound, but he just says he doesn't feel well.
Yeah, I don't feel well either.
Do I
You
feel
weren't
well?
feeling
That's
well,
damage, right?
Before we slept.
No, Grovile, Zoramir, and Shortclaw all don't feel real well, but Grovile hasn't been feeling well.
For a couple
I
days.
haven't. This is just feeling worse. Yeah, for a couple days now. Yeah. So I don't know if it's even worth trying to move or not.
Well, Short Claw, if you think this is acceptable, we should rest up.
Mm.
He said he wasn't feeling well, correct? I'm going to do a medicine check on him.
Okay.
$22.
As you look Shortclaw over, you just see something. The area where he was bit is blackened a bit. So Zoramir does not feel sick, by the way. Guys, if you have like advantage on stuff, you gotta let me know. I can't track everything. And you can ask if it's like if you have advantage on disease and poison saves, you can say, is this a disease or poison? And I can let you know.
That was right when my internet went out.
Yeah, it's fine. Around the bite, it's a little blackened, but you notice he's sweating a bit more, like he's kind of running a fever.
I don't think I can do anything.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do either.
I think I maybe just need some rest.
Yes, why don't you all rest? I will take this shift.
We're resting in the same spot?
Yep.
We sure this is safe?
It should be fine. I mean, we have camped here tons of time, and this has never happened.
Everybody looks at Zoramir.
All right, those things
Can
come out of
I-
nowhere, guys.
Can I investigate to see if I think he's telling the truth?
You can insight check him. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I think he's full of shit.
Okay.
Insight. Is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, great. 10.
From looking, I mean, you've been with him, a day or so now, and been traveling with him. There's nothing about his mannerisms while he was saying this that would indicate that he was lying.
All right.
He just seems like an honest creature.
Those are the worst. They can lie to you and you have no idea then.
Well, let me just cuddle down here and get some rest.
So who's taking the third watch?
I can take watch again. I feel sharp as a tack.
I'll take third watch. You need to get some rest.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fall asleep. So all the action here has me all riled up.
Well, then you can assist me if you need.
All right. I will assist you.
Yeah, I need a good night's rest.
Is this we're doing this a short or long rest?
Going for a long rest, right?
Mhm.
So this is just the
Yes.
first part.
Ideally, yeah.
This is just the first
Yep.
part of the long rest. All right, who's on first watch?
Still Zoromir.
Yeah, it was Zoromir.
All right.
Yeah, that was Zoromir.
I mean, you're going to go for another long rest or continue where you left off?
Wait.
No,
that-
Yeah, we'll have to.
Previous one.
ta-
Chris, we woke up in the middle of a long rest, so
Yeah. So you've got
So does it not count?
no. You get one more short rest, or another 4 hours of rest. Is you when it's in
So
from
that'll-
what? Yeah, one more rest. So who's doing the last watch?
I am.
Okay.
That's Scar.
1 second.
You'll have to tell me whether to count these as short rests or as a long rest when we're done.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Grovile, it'll count as a long rest, but after you hit the long rest button, reset your hit points to where they are right now.
Wait, do what now? I'm assuming the same thing as last time, right?
No,
Hit
this
points
is
stay the
this is a
same?
little the hit points stay the same.
Yeah.
So you have 6 damage on you. So that would maintain.
I have 10 damage on me.
Okay. So you'll still have 10 damage on you after the long rest. Scar, roll perception.
19.
Can I heal him? Oh, never mind.
Okay. While everyone rests, Grovile, you fall into a deep sleep. Blackness takes you.
Mm.
You hear a voice. It says, "Your quest is folly, and the creature leads you to your death." As the voice echoes in your mind, there's a
Can I
short.
speak to the voice?
Yeah.
Or cry?
Just what would you say?
You say this creature. What do you mean? What creature?
And as you speak this in your mind, like everything is really cloudy, in a state between being awake and asleep. And as it echoes there, there's a pause after your statement, and you hear, "The edge of darkness will destroy you. Abandon your hope and friends. Bring the shards you found to the ruins in Lake Starshine." The words seem to burn into your memory as your mind swirls for what seems like hours. And then again, the voice, more quiet. "Bring them to me, and I will make you more powerful than you can possibly imagine. The creature leads you to your doom." And the
I
world.
ask it again.
Okay.
What creature leads me to my doom?
You hear nothing.
Hmm.
And you try to wake yourself to comprehend what just happened, but you find yourself falling into just a deep sleep. All right. Scar, you don't see anything, hear a few sounds, but camp goes well. Anything you'd like to do before start waking folks?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay. Morning comes. Grovile, roll a Constitution saving throw.
With it, with disadvantage still, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And to clarify, is this even a thing? Double disadvantage because I'm poisoned and still exhausted from the day before?
No, it's not a thing.
It doesn't stack?
No.
Good.
That would be
I'd roll ones all day if that's a thing. I just had to ask.
Well, the exhaustion would be gone because you slept.
This is
No,
different.
because I've never recovered from the previous thing because I was poisoned from the drink and I was exhausted from the day before. And now I'm poisoned from the frog.
I didn't know that affected it.
This is different.
Oh,
Okay.
so you said Constitution?
Yep.
15.
With disadvantage?
That's with the first roll was a 14, and this roll was an 11 or 12, and I have a +3.
Okay. Of all the mornings, when you wake up, this is the first you've really had some bad symptoms of whatever's going on. You feel very weak. Your stomach is cramping very bad. You still have that rank of exhaustion.
Am I still poisoned, I'm assuming?
No, you're not poisoned.
Okay.
But you don't feel well. And Shortclaw, when he gets up, he doesn't feel well either. He kind of sways a bit as he stands up. I don't know what was wrong with those rats, but I feel terrible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You look terrible.
Should we head back and see that shaman of yours?
Go back through the swamp? We've come so far.
But we don't want to risk yours or Grovile's life.
I think I might be able to just sleep it off.
As you say.
Does anybody else hear really loud footsteps, really fast pitter patter?
Like right now?
Oh, no, sorry, it was just the keyboard.
All right.
I see how it is.
All right. Well, should we keep going?
If you're feeling up to it.
Yes.
I mean, don't slow down for my sake. So if you wanna go, let's go.
All right. So he starts heading that way, traversing through the swamp. 1 hour goes by, 2, 3 hours.
I want to take a moment and give Blaylock's attention and kind of fall behind the group.
Okay.
While we're walking.
I'll whisper to him. Yes, Scar.
I want to kind of be out of earshot of other people. On my watch last night, something's not quite right with our little thief friend.
He does seem a little odd.
He did not sleep at all.
If I remember the night before, he was awake before everybody. He might not have slept that night either. That's certainly not good.
No. And these tentacles that just started showing up once we managed to make it into the swamp. That's not happened before.
I've never seen anything like it before. Have you?
I have not. Just something to keep our eyes on. We are.
You think Zoromir's at the center of this?
It just feels odd. I know it's not coming from me, and I have not been able to find any trace of somebody following us. So it is from somebody in this party, and he's been acting strangely.
We'll have to confront him about this if it persists.
I would agree. I just needed somebody's opinion.
I trust your intuition in this. His behavior has been a little strange.
I nod at him and catch back up to the group.
Okay. So the group moves on for a while. And eventually, Shortclaw. Hey, I think I found one of the camps. I think I found it right up here.
A Drippie camp? They have camps?
Oh, they're very organized. For Drippies.
This is very peculiar to see organized mushrooms.
Oh no.
You have a strange camp here, Shortclaw.
So you... 1 second here too. You look out. The camp is... It's in a very wet area. There's some down trees, things floating on little pools of water. You see 3 tents off in the distance, and around them are these little gray creatures. They seem to have vines intertwined around their arms and around their legs, up their arms. Face are almost frog-like, and they're carrying basic rudimentary spears in their long, elongated fingers. They see their faces seem transfixed with a permanent frown, and their big, blackened, bulbous eyes just dart around as they move about the camp.
How big's the camp?
It's pretty good size.
How many do we actually see moving around?
3 of them.
Okay.
That's
3 of the little Drippies? Or 3 strange-looking vine creatures?
There's you see him.
Oh, I see. There we
And there's all open area.
It's not a hallway.
That's true.
go.
Do they notice us?
No, they seem to be going about their business.
There seems to be one. I'm going to whisper it to the party. There seems to be one off by himself, some sort of lookout. Seems if we take him out first, we can catch the others by surprise.
Well, I don't know. We don't know how many there are in total.
It's true.
I say the little one and I split and see if we can't make a circle around the camp. Try to get a
Little
better
one.
view. As in you.
You mean me, or do you mean? Or is it short
I'm
off?
talking about you, Zormir. You're the only one
Okay.
other than I that can.
All right, I
Get
take right, you
around.
take left.
Yes, I think that's wise. Stay out of
Stays in the
sight.
perimeter.
The rest of you stay within the tree line.
If you
We
hear
will
either of us
wait
scream,
here.
that is the signal to come out.
Hmm.
All right. Where you guys want to go?
Well, I'm gonna be sneaky about this.
Me too.
All right.
Rolled a stealth of 20.
23.
You guys feel stealthy? Where are you headed?
I'm gonna sneak right around towards that tent.
There's two of them. Oh, you don't see the second. There's one. Let me reveal that. There we go.
I'm still gonna go right towards that tent.
Okay. Okay, Scar,
I will go left.
where you want to go?
Let's go towards the tree line on the left.
Like right there?
Diagonal 2 more.
Diagonal up,
Top. Yeah, up and left.
like there?
2 more over to the left.
Okay.
But I want to kind of just stay in that tree line.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
As you were walking, something you stepped on just poof. You just see a mist of something poof into the air, and you kind of swat it away so that you can take a breath and continue moving on.
Okay, now that I have noticed that, I will be watching for that.
Okay. Zormir. Wait, Blaylock, Grovile, anything?
Nothing right now.
Man, I just need to stay here, otherwise I'm gonna die. I need to stay out of combat.
Zormir, you're up.
I'm going to roll perception to see how the path ahead looks. See if I see any.
You don't have to roll
Potential.
perception for that. I mean, you see a tent.
Oh, okay.
Be a little bit more here.
Okay, I'm gonna keep stealthily hugging the perimeter and walk towards the back side of that tent. I rolled
Right there.
Oh, okay.
You don't
Yep.
have to redo stealth. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. 8.
As you're walking through this silently, you step on something and poof, it kind of floats into the air in front of you, and you breathe some of it in, and it burns as you breathe it in. And something doesn't feel right.
Is this poisonous?
Welcome to the club, buddy.
It is.
Do I get to?
Yes.
Okay. So I just roll d20.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. 19.
Okay. Never mind. That never happened. All right, Scar, you're up.
Okay. While watching the ground as well to see if I find any more spots, I will move up to the back end of the tent.
All right, let me clear away some of that for you.
I want to take a peek inside the tent.
Okay. You look in there. There's some various, how would I put it, fungus related, what you would think is maybe a bed. It's not something you would ever lay in. It's disgusting. And also in there, you find a few crates of what looks like stolen items or something.
How big are these crates?
They're not real big.
Okay. I want to take a step to my left.
Okay.
See what's around the other side of the tent.
All right. When you look around, let me click. Hold on.
Well, I see these guys getting close to give you time to prep that. Blaylock.
Oh,
I
you
know
don't see.
how-
You don't
I
see
know how
anything.
this.
What is the range of
You know how this
sight in an
goes.
open clearing?
Well, you're both stealth, so you're intentionally sneaking and
Oh, okay.
all right, Scar. You see that the camp goes further up.
I'd like to take an action when time allows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Blaylock before we do that too.
All right. That'll be it for me right now, I guess.
All right, Blaylock, Grovile.
Blaylock,
Go
I know how this usually goes. It's probably going to end in us having to fight these things, and man, I am not feeling good still. So if you could do anything to help us out to make this a little bit easier, we're going to need it. I ain't going to be able to do much of anything.
Do you need to stay back here and rest?
I can, as long as I'm not the one out in front, I think we'll be okay. I'm not that bad, but I'm bad enough that I should definitely be in the back of the party for the most part.
We can accommodate that. I'd like to. Is it possible to quietly bring out my arcane turret?
It
My turret.
makes a bit of noise.
Okay, never mind then.
Can you hold an action if things start to look sour? Is that an option?
Is that a possibility?
Because he wants to do it if it's not noisy, but if it's too noisy, then he would wait to do it.
I'll prep it. I'll prep my force ballista, so
Okay.
that when the and it seems like we're going combat or they're onto us, then I'll throw it out.
Shortclaw
You
looks
stay
over at
back
Grovile.
here, Grovile.
I'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
You don't look
Oh.
well either. Please take care of Grovile.
I got my eye on you, little one. I got my eye on you.
You can watch me, but I'm not much to look at. Zoramir.
All right. I am going to quietly peek my head into the tent and see what I see.
You see what you would assume is some kind of bedding, and a crate, small crate in the room.
Is there anybody in there?
No.
All right. I'm going to go in the tent and see what's in the crate.
Okay. You just want to open it up?
Yeah. Very quietly.
All right. Roll a sleight of hand.
23.
All right. You very quietly use your thieves tool to kind of prop up the side of it. You don't want to make any noise, and lift the lid of the box. Opening it up, you see a few flasks in the container. Looks like 3.
Full or empty?
They're full. One has a kind of a greenish yellow liquid. The other is a yellow orange liquid, and the other one is a pure red liquid with like black bubbles.
Interesting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just take those and put them into my satchel.
Okay.
And then put the lid of the chest back down and make it look like nothing had been there.
Okay. So you very quietly take them out and place them within your satchel and push the lid back down.
Don't forget to record that in your inventory.
Yeah, I wish I record that as.
3 flasks of liquid,
Okay.
or you can put them each
put 'em-
down based on their color.
I'm gonna put it in the group inventory as well.
Okay.
I mean, not the group inventory, but on the shared document.
All right. Do I keep going or?
You still have movement left.
Okay. How much movement?
Well, you only moved 5 feet, so
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna proceed out the other side of the tent, assuming there's an opening there. And
Okay.
kind of keep working my way around the perimeter of the encampment to see, kind of flush out the whole place.
you step out right next to. Let me.
Oh no! Oh no!
and it turns. and it starts screaming like.
Can me and Blaylock hear this?
It's loud.
Good. Okay. We're gonna put
Roll-
out a force ballista.
All right. You throw it out. As soon as you hear it, you throw it out, and everyone roll initiative.
Sorry, guys.
Look before you leap.
I thought. Okay.
He's the man who stuck his face under swamp water and thought it would be okay.
I figured the stealth would still apply, but I guess not.
I rolled a 20. Ugh.
Well, the only way out was that one opening. You had to like walk by him.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta wait.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. All right. 20 to 25.
23.
Makes sense. 15 to 20.
19.
15.
10 to 15.
11.
Okay. All right, I think that's everyone, and then the creatures.
How big are these?
Do what?
How big are these?
They're about your height. You're a halfling.
Oh, okay.
He's basically saying you're screwed.
Still consider, or they're considered small. All right, you are up, Zormir.
All right. I am going to take my dagger venom and go ahead and poke him.
Okay. Natural one.
12. Almost.
You slice out at him, and he just ducks his head. And when he does, it isn't as much as he ducks as like his head caves in on itself and then reinflates.
Okay. Seeing whatever atrocity that just was, I'm going to use my cunning action to go hide in the tent.
You can't. You're right next to something. You can't hide. You can disengage.
Okay, I'm going to use it to disengage.
Okay, where do you want to move?
Behind the tent.
Okay. Right there.
Oh my gosh, Burke.
It's just terrible.
Yes, right there.
Okay. Everything is out of line of sight for you.
Okay.
So, Scar, you're
I
up.
have to be line of sight.
Yes.
I just kind of shake my head.
As you just hear in the distance this awful battle cry.
Yeah. I will pull out my bow and move. Let's go to my right.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will shoot at the one right in front of me.
That one.
Yep.
Okay. I'm guessing you're leaning around the corner there to.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is 26.
That would hit.
So 9 damage.
Piercing.
Yep.
All right. So you kind of round the corner, leaning slightly against the tent, and loose the arrow. Is it the magic arrow or the physical arrow?
The magic.
Okay. Okay. And you see it go in, and it just kind of, and then disappears. Didn't seem to do as much as you would think it would do.
Okay. Bonus action, I will slip into the tent.
Okay. You're in the tent.
That would be my turn.
All right. Grovile, you're up.
I have a question for you. I was doing some digging while we were doing turns to figure out what I was going to do. Magic missile. Does that just always hit? Because I didn't see any DC
Yes.
modifiers.
It's a guaranteed hit.
Hot damn. I should probably use it. Just because of how things have been going for me, I'm gonna save it for now. But it's just something I needed to know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at level 2. I'm gonna hit the 3 by Zormir from top to bottom. It's 120 feet of range.
Okay. Top to bottom. All right.
So give me a sec. I gotta roll all these die. First one is a 10.
Misses.
Second one is worse, so it misses. Third one, 14.
That would hit.
Okay, there we go. So one of my 3 arrows will hit.
The other two just thunk, thunk, like shooting fireworks into a pond.
Yeah, imagine they smack into the 10. I'm looking at chapter. Okay. 8 points of damage to the bottom one.
All right. The bottom one is enveloped in fire as the third bolt smacks into him, and you hear it scream out in pain.
You mentioned something about damage for scars. Does mine look any different than I would expect?
No, from this distance, it looks like you heard it.
And that's going to end my turn.
All right. So Short Claw. Looking at all these things coming out. It's my turn. They're mine. And he pulls out his axe, and you see his eyes burn like a red color, and a bunch of spittle starts forming and foaming at the mouth as he goes into a rage. And he charges forward.
Please tell me that's not the end of his turn, because that'd be very anticlimactic.
And he heads up to the first one and makes an attack. Okay. And he hits. For 13 points of damage. So he takes his axe and he brings it down two-handed right onto the creature's head and just heaves it into a pile, and it falls in death. And he just smiles. And that's the end of his turn.
Oh, we're gonna have fun with this one. I'd like to move the force ballista up 15 yards.
1 second. Oh, didn't have it. Okay, 15 yards?
Yep.
Okay, I have to do one other. Okay. Yep. Now what?
Okay, and I'm going to shoot the one in front of with the force ballista. I'm gonna. I'd like to shoot that one with the force ballista.
Which one? There's several on the field.
Well, I said the one in front of. Oh, sorry, in the one in front of Short Claw.
It's down.
Okay, I can't point at anything, so the living one that's
This one?
above Short Claw.
Okay.
That one.
All right.
It has a 120-yard range.
Let
so
me
there's
mark
no numbers or anything, so I'm like the thing
here.
that's over there.
There, we'll mark them with
Ah.
colors.
There we go. Red. I'm gonna shoot red.
Okay.
So I need to make a attack damage.
Ranged attack?
Range attack. It's a nat 20.
Oh, get that deck out. Be
Ranged.
magical ranged or magic attack.
Okay. Drop it. Double damage, and the target must make a DC 12 strength or dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the target drops what they are holding. GM decides which hand or determines randomly.
Okay. Double damage, so roll that damage dice.
7. That's 14 damage.
Just poof, it just falls into a pile of goo on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, shit. But its
Eh,
stick is
I'm
still
gonna-
standing.
As the goo just splatters up against the side of the tent and kind of rolls down into a large pile.
Oh, goodness. Listen, did you guys cut out?
No?
Here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move. I'd like to move up myself. I want to get in range. Can I get within 30 feet of Short Claw?
What's your
and
movement?
still
30?
Cast a spell? Yeah, it's 30.
10, 15, 25. You can get right there.
Is that that's within 30 of Short Claw, right?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna cast Enlarge.
I'm sorry, what?
All
So
of
now he's
us
just a regular sized kobold.
kobolds are medium, I think. So now he's large. So Scar, you're in the tent, so you don't see anything. Zormir, you're behind the tent. So Zormir, you actually see just over the top of the tent the head of Shortclaw. And he turns and looks at you, and he just gives this big, toothy, frothy grin. And what does Enlarge give him?
So Enlarge.
Advantage on strength
you-
stuff.
Yep, its size doubles in all dimensions. Let's
Double,
see.
jeez.
If there's isn't enough room, until the spell ends, the target also has an advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match the new size, and these weapons are enlarged. Target's attacks deal 1d4 extra damage.
Nice. So he gets. Does he
Go
get advantage?
Get them, Short Claw.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. So until the spell ends, target also has an advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay, not attacks though.
Not attacks. Get the Drippie.
Extra damage,
Short
though.
Claw. Yeah, it's extra damage,
All right.
and it looks really cool.
I'm upset that his screen on the image didn't get bigger.
Yeah, right.
They should take up 4 spaces now. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about.
That's amazing.
Interestingly enough, the one in front of Shortclaw stands back up.
What?
I had a feeling something like that would happen.
And he takes a swipe at Shortclaw. And he hits. For 5 points of damage.
See, I knew something was up because Chris is typically on top of his game, and he didn't remove them from the turn order. I'm like, either there's way more of these.
Oh,
They're not
typically
stand
when
up.
there's things that are carrying items, I just X them.
Well, there's definitely more than we can see right now because we can see 4 and there's 5 listed.
So it claws out there at him. And next one stands up.
Are you kidding me?
And moves toward Short Claw and makes an attack. And misses.
How could you miss? He's so big now.
Next one, since you were standing right beside him, comes around the corner and he misses.
All right.
This one runs forward because he saw Scar, but he did not see where Scar went.
There it is. All the noise.
Let me see here.
Oh fuck!
What are we waiting on? Oh, jeez.
That's what we're waiting on. Right. I know what I gotta do. All right. Can we see any more of these things?
Give me a second. It's a lot to manage. You just see a bunch of these things start running out from all areas. Zormir, you are up.
Okay, well, him coming around kind of ruins what I was going to do for my turn. So let's see. I'm going to pokey in with my dagger.
Okay.
And that's going to be for 24.
That would hit.
And it hits for 9 damage.
Okay. You thrust your dagger into it and it just and you pull it out, and as you pull it out a little bit just kind of holds onto it. Doesn't seem to do as much as you thought it would do. He doesn't seem as hurt.
Okay. Again, seeing as my attacks seem to not being doing a whole lot against him, I'm going to use my cunning action to
Disengage.
dash away.
Disengage.
Or disengage. Yep.
And where would you like to go?
Let's go 10 feet back.
All right.
Sorry, 20 feet back.
Well, there's trees there.
Can't hide among the trees?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead and make the ranged attack.
That's going to be 15.
That would hit.
And we're going to hit with 15 points of damage.
All right. The greenish tendril come up and they pierce into the creature, and there's almost a translucence to the creatures, and you see the tendrils weave inside of its body, and then you see them poke out where the bulbous eyes are, and then it just kind of like a spider web covers the face and just pulls straight down into the ground. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw
What?
with advantage.
Oh, I know why you have to make one.
12, 9. And then my modifier. Where the heck is it? 13.
Okay. All right, Scar, you are up.
I'm gonna put the bow away and pull out my scimitar and short sword.
Okay.
And ready my action in case anybody comes into the tent.
Okay. Grovile, you're up.
All right. Any chance I can get within 60 feet of the purple one with my movement?
Let's see.
Or if I'm already 60 feet from that purple
You're
one.
already 60 feet.
Perfect. I don't even have to move. It's my kind of move right there. All right. Can you draw a bubble 10 feet around it? I just want to see how far 10 feet is.
It'd
from
be
there.
2 squares. It would hit all the ones that are around it.
Great. I'm going to cast Shatter at level 2 at them.
Okay.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw of 15.
All right. What type of damage is Shatter?
Shatter is 3d8. 3d8.
Of what?
What type? Force?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking me a question I don't know. Components, duration, source. It doesn't.
It's thunder damage.
Okay.
Um.
Yep, it's thunder.
All right. So Constitution. So pink first. Let's see what they get. So 17.
That passes.
Red, blue. 11.
That misses. It fails.
Purple. 18.
That passes.
Yellow.
You're rolling really good on these.
Natural 20 on the yellow.
Oh my gosh.
This dice is just amazing tonight. All right, so just one of them failed. All the rest of them saved. It's still half damage.
That's true. It still is half damage. So 3d8. I think that's the one that. Nope, it's not the one that's missing. So 7, 1, 6. That is 14.
All right.
So only probably knock out one of them. I think Thunder's the way to go, but we'll see. It's either Thunder or Fire damage these things need, I think.
All right. All of a sudden, there's a big boom. You see bits of water and debris explode in the area. Doesn't Shatter make it difficult terrain too?
I believe so.
We haven't done that so far, but I would not imagine it would.
No, it does not. That's something else that does that.
But it makes a very loud noise that anything within. I thought it's like within 100 meters can hear it.
And the one behind it just into a pile of goo. All right. Short Claw is up.
Has anyone tried fire on these things?
I shot it with Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
he takes. Let's see.
Finally sounds normal.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, he takes a swipe at the first one. Get that deck out. Natural 1.
Oh.
Yeah, it only rolls good rolls when it's attacking us and defending
Yeah.
our attacks. Yeah, when you're on our side, you're like, oh, 1 every time.
Your next 2 attacks deal minimum damage.
That could have been worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My arms hurt. And he's going to attack again on the orange one. Another natural one, I swear to God. It was almost a 7.
On the rebound, your weapon bounces off your target and strikes you in the face. Take half of the weapon's damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack.
Good. Half of 1.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's true.
It's minimum damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 damage. So you see him take a swing and just he catches right into a rock on the ground and just bounces back and hits him in the head. And he, sorry.
I don't think he's used to being that large, Blaylock. You might have screwed up. Next time, warn a person.
I can't believe that. 2 natural ones. Call me Joseph. Blaylock, you are up.
Is it me?
Yep.
You're Blaylock.
Oh, okay. You're cutting out a little bit, so I didn't hear the call out. Okay. Force Ballista. We're gonna shoot. They just keep multiplying. We're gonna shoot purple.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
What was this? This is ranged.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a
it's
nat
just a
20 to a
turret.
nat 1. Yeah, well.
Carlson's
You
here
don't
twice.
add your proficiency bonus to your attacks for 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
So
Mm.
2 rounds.
All right.
Does that include this round or disclude this round?
Well, his attack's over for this round. It's just for his turret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
no proficiency bonus with it?
Nope.
All right. That's fine.
As
Alright,
you hear
so-
gears popping and snapping, probably from the water that it's currently in.
I'm going to run up to the left of the red one.
Okay.
That's within 30 yards. And I'm just going to use lightning grasp.
Okay.
Shocking grasp.
Shocking grasp.
All right.
12. It's 21.
That would hit.
Wow, you have quite a big modifier on there.
It says +9 to hit.
Wow.
Holy crap.
It's 8 and 7, and then I get 1d8 because I'm going through my arcane focus. 7. That's 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Lightning arcs out and pulses, and you see it shake like jelly, and then just into a pile.
It's in a pile in front of it? Where it
We're
was?
not making headway with this short claw. Why are they coming back? And that's the end of my turn.
All right. First one. It's going to attack Short Claw. Oh, he definitely misses. Next one. He stands back up.
Oh my gosh.
And attacks Blaylock.
He can
And he-
attack when he revives himself?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we see anything special when these things just kind of gloop back together to become a big thing?
Nope.
Or do they just that?
This one is going to move.
Shit.
And that one's going to make an attack on Blaylock.
Is that green one going for me or the turret?
It
Do I
hits.
know?
You wouldn't know.
I didn't hear the last one. Did it hit?
It did hit.
So-
Yep.
Okay, what was the damage? You're cutting out.
Must be your internet. Am I cutting out for anyone else?
I
No.
hear you just fine.
Okay, it's probably just mine.
5 points of damage.
So 5 on the first one, and what about this one?
That's it. The other one didn't hit.
Oh, okay.
You said these things look like mushrooms?
Mm-hmm. This other one
You've already set them on fire, and they seem to be.
stands up.
I didn't kill it with fire. I just hit it with fire. And the one that I hit with lightning came back. They are most certainly coming for me. This is not going to be good.
And this one is also going to turn and attack Blaylock.
So lightning it stood up with.
Misses. And misses. All right. Zoramir, you are up.
Okay. So did the one that I hit not come back?
He didn't stand up.
Okay. Okay. I am going to use my action to take out my dagger of venom. I'm going to kind of hold it in my hands and pull it around, and some magic force is going to come over the dagger as the blade just gets this goop that covers it, this thick black goop.
Okay.
That's going to be my action. And then I am going to...
Well, that's a bonus action.
No. That's
Oh, yeah.
the description says it's an action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guess so. Okay.
Unless you're willing to give it to him as a bonus action.
Nope.
And
All right.
I'm going to dash over, use my cunning action to dash over. What is up with the one that has like 4 colors on it? Okay. I'm going to dash over around in that general area between that guy and so gosh, how do I describe
Yeah.
it? We need a way to point on the screen where I want to go.
Where did that one with the 4 colors just come from? I have not noticed that one.
He's been here.
Yes, I will dash over there.
It's
Okay.
gonna be like Voltron, and they're all gonna combine to form one giant mushroom. I will form the head.
Okay. Make a ranged spell attack against one of these.
It's going to come up as 20.
Okay. Hits. Which one are you attacking?
The 4 color one looks mischievous, so let's go with that one.
Okay.
Does that one look any different?
It does. It's a different color.
Other than that, it's a bigger.
Okay. And then, oop, don't go away on me. Oh my gosh. And then the damage is 15.
All right. The tendrils come up, wrap around its legs, and that you see him squeeze as it cries out in some pain, and then they dissipate. Scar, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna come.
Oh, so
out.
he casted that thing. Oh.
You're gonna come out. Where are you headed?
I'm gonna go. Let's see. So it's 5.
Lost Biddle.
30, so one up and left of the red and blue.
Like right there?
Nope.
Or
One more over.
there you go. Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
All right.
I'm going to attack 3 times because I'm using my bonus action. First one is 20.
Hits.
The second attack is.
We'll just do one at a time here.
Okay. For 7 damage.
Okay. You slice at him. He just folds in half into a pile on the ground.
Okay.
Slice at him again, for good measure.
Right. Okay, so I will move my last 5 feet forward one more.
Okay.
And I will attack the second one.
Okay.
For 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That one is a 7.
7 damage. As you slash into him and bunch of you just keep slashing back and forth and it just little pieces fly up in the air and oozes down into a pile.
He's still standing?
Nope.
Okay. That's my turn.
Can I yell something out to Short Claw?
On your turn. Grovile, you're up.
I don't know how I haven't noticed this multicolored one, because I'm absolutely going to smack him. I'm going to try Shatter again. Or, yeah, I'm going to try Shatter again at level 3. But I want it to I want to hit that multicolored one, and the yellow one, and the pink one without hitting Blaylock.
Okay.
And also, preferably without hitting the turret, too.
Okay. Right there would work.
Okay. And I'm going to try that again. So that's a Constitution saving throw that they need to make of 15.
All right. Pink.
And it is thunder damage.
Pink fails. 4 dot. Succeeds. Yellow. Succeeds.
And it is... Right, is it no, it's a D8 there. So let me grab the right die. 16.
All right. So that one falls into a pile. That one falls into a pile. 4 dot one still standing. All right. Is that it? Or are you going to move?
I'm the furthest away from everything, but I can't even see me on the map.
Yeah, you're right there.
There's nowhere I can really go when these things stand up that they can't hit me, so I'm gonna have to stay pretty much where I am. So I'm gonna stay here.
All right. Okay. All of a sudden, Short Claw, he kind of hunkers down, and he says, "Oh no, don't hurt me!" And kind of he's curled up in a ball and shaking, and because of that. You all have advantage on red, orange, and multicolor.
Okay.
And purple.
Wait, how do we have advantage on these things?
Because he's groveling, cowering, and begging. So they are focused. They're distracted because they're looking at Short Claw.
That's a thing?
It's a racial ability of kobolds.
You made him big so that he could beg for forgiveness.
Blaylock, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna take that Force Ballista and I'm gonna shoot Rainbow.
Okay.
He's got. I lose the proficiency bonus, so that my proficiency bonus is 3. So I just take 3 off of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 11 plus 9 minus 3.
That hits.
17.
Yep.
Yeah, 17.
You also get advantage too.
10 points of damage to Rainbow.
Okay.
And can I push him? It says I can push him 5 yards away from the turret. So
Away from the turret, it'll push him up. Yep.
Cool.
I'll push him at you.
And you do
Oh,
have advantage, so you can roll again on that to see if you get a natural 20.
No. All right, that's fine. Nope. So, and then I'm gonna take. I'm gonna shocking grasp. I'm gonna channel it through that firearm, and you're gonna see a little prong sticking out the end of that that muzzle, a little arcane prong, and I'm gonna jam it in him like a taser.
The 4-color one?
The 4-color.
Okay, you get advantage.
Nat 20.
All right, get that deck out.
All right.
That wouldn't have been nat 20 if it wasn't for advantage. I had a 17 and a 20.
When I roll with disadvantage, it's usually a high number and like a less than 5.
Eruption, double damage.
Okay.
Shocking grasp isn't the most powerful attack.
6 is 10 plus another 1d8 because arcane focus. It's 15. That's 30 points of damage.
Oh, hot damn.
That's double damage. It would have only been 15.
All right.
Shocking grasp.
The pulses through him, and he just falls down into a pile.
Okay, and I'm gonna take a I'm gonna look at Short Claw, and I'm gonna yell at him. I'm be like, "Back away if you can."
And he's just sniveling.
That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Back away.
I got a bunch of mobs all around me, but I got a stinking kobold sitting there, and I don't want to blow him up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So that
The kobold rolled a natural 1 against Short Claw, or the creature. You're getting some use out of the decks tonight.
Hell yeah. Swap places with the target and make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, fall prone.
How are we gonna do that?
target's way too big to fit there.
All right. Flips him onto the other side.
Yeah, so I would say by doing that.
Opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, he misses. And then his dex check. Oh, he definitely failed. So
Falls prone.
that one is prone. As he kind of does a judo move and flips Short Claw over the top of his compatriot. All right. The other one's going to turn and attack Short Claw. And he misses. Next one stands up. And moves one over. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
double damage. Calf slash as he's running away.
All right.
So that is 7. So 14.
Does
Okay.
anyone see why the other one hasn't revived yet? We've got a couple of them that haven't revived.
We've had one that hasn't revived. The other ones still have a chance.
So as he goes to run away, he just sploots back on the ground as you cut his leg. The other one stands up, and he's going to turn and attack Scar. And he misses. This one stands back up.
What the hell are these things?
And moves toward Short Claw. Makes an attack. And misses. This one stands back up. Moves toward the turret. Natural 20. Crazy dice tonight.
Double damage. Well, this one says, and you receive a permanent scar on your face, but
So it's all right. Little Minnie can have a little scar on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah. All right, double damage.
What happens when that turret dies?
Just dies.
It just keels over.
I wasn't sure if it was like permanent damage.
16 points of damage.
All right.
All right, and the 4.1 stands back up, and he is going to move down 1. And you see he gets kind of a smile on his face, and man,
Oh no.
he just goes poof, and this massive cloud of pollen radiates from him, and Blaylock, Zoramir, Short Claw, all must make a Constitution saving throw, including his own kind.
And does Carlson get advantage with that?
He does.
Yes.
Does everyone get advantage with that because the Short Claw's last play?
Yeah.
No.
Because they. Okay.
All right. 12.
Okay. You're able to blow it away. You're like, it just kind of blows away. Short Claw, he just covers his nose and mouth as it comes over there. Zoramir?
20.
You're so short, it just kind of goes over your head, and you just kind of duck and swat at it with your hand to blow away.
He's like a little kid in a house fire. He just gets below all the smoke over his head.
No. Okay. Yeah. Yellow is fine. Orange is fine. Red is fine. Purple is fine. And pink is fine. Wow.
So that
was
attack
really
did nothing.
effective.
It could have been really bad. Zoramir, you are up.
Add that to my list of spells.
Okay. Zoramir?
Oh, hello.
Yep. You're up.
Don't crap on me now.
You're up.
Hello.
Hello.
I still got you?
Yep.
Everybody's breaking up. Hello.
Yep. You're
Hi.
up.
You're
Breaking
up.
up real bad.
You're up.
I am going to take with my coated venomous dagger in hand. I'm gonna. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Seems the epic
Oh,
boss of the
Did
night.
you not hear what I was saying?
The internet.
I saw coated venomous dagger. Oh, we lost him.
When I take the coated. Hello.
Just take the dagger
Yep,
and tell us
we
what
got
you
you.
want to do with it. We know it's coated and venomous.
Oh my god. I'm gonna take the dagger and stabby the 4-person.
Okay. Roll.
But he has to tell you it's a venomous dagger first.
$24.
That hits.
All of your videos are frozen.
Just tell
never
us
mind,
the
we're back.
damage.
Okay.
And you do get
This is
sneak attack.
damage. This one's special. Okay, so oh my gosh, this could do a ton of damage. Okay, base damage is going to be 8.
Okay, he falls down into a pile.
That's it.
Yep. You don't need to do more.
I don't even get to use the cool bit of it.
He is poisoned, I think. That's how that dagger works, right? Is it a DC save?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
But he's down.
He saves, but he's down. All right.
Dang it. Okay. So then I'm going to let's see, use my cunning action again to dash right 10 feet.
Okay. That's the end of your
and
turn.
Down 1. Oh, that's all I get.
Yep.
Okay.
And he gets
Good.
he's prone, but he gets an opportunity attack for you doing that.
Wait, isn't he unconscious? How does he get an opportunity attack?
The orange
Oh,
one.
No, he's talking
Orange
about
one.
orange one.
Oh.
And it's a
Wait,
natural
really?
one.
Even if I went diagonally. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I can live with that.
Good, you're out of range.
He drops his weapon and must spend a bonus action to pick it up again.
Okay.
He's
Scott-
prone.
Doesn't
His
have a
weapon's
weapon.
prone.
Yeah, he's just stripped right there.
His weapon's buried.
Scar, you are up.
All right. Attacking this mofo in front of me again.
Okay.
14. For 9.
All right. He drops again.
These things just keep standing up.
I'm going to kick the goo.
It just
Stay down, bitch.
it just kind of splatters a little bit.
Let's see. I will move up 1, to the right 2, and attack the yellow.
Okay.
$16, 23.
That would hit.
Does he
10.
still get advantage on these attacks, or is that over?
That's over. Or no, he still does because it's not Short Claw's turn yet.
Okay.
I was about to say, because I've never done it yet.
That's all right, because
I
the other
mean-
one was a natural one.
Good.
So 10 damage to that one.
All right. He drops into a pile.
If we just like kill them all and then just run.
Grovile, you're up.
I don't know what to do here, man. Everything just keeps standing up.
Just well, we've got. Remember, there was one over there in the right that has not stood up. So that Zoramir took care of, but through mysterious.
I can't
means.
see it.
Nope.
I can't see it.
You haven't seen any
So-
not stand up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So in my mind, we're not doing anything.
Yeah,
with this thing.
and
Yeah.
nobody but Zoramir has seen one not stand up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't know that.
And
So-
arguably Short Claw.
I mean, he can tower over it and saw him. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, what are you gonna do, Grovile?
Nothing's doing anything.
Blow them up.
What if I try and put them to sleep?
They're unconscious.
But they
I
sleep
mean, if
works
you-
I
different
mean-
than unconsciousness, doesn't it?
No.
Is that slightly different, or are they just gonna wake up right away and be like, "You just wasted your turn, you fucking idiot"? I'm going through my list of spells, man, and all of them look like they're gonna do nothing.
Fireball.
Try something.
Yeah. Just burn them. Burn them all. Freeze them if you can. We haven't tried freezing them yet.
I don't have freeze things anymore. I'm gonna just,
Ah.
I don't know. Maybe we can try and see if we take them all out. If they're all down, maybe they won't keep getting up. Maybe it's some sort of like hybrid
I
organism that you have to.
highly doubt that.
I don't know, man. What am I gonna do other than run?
That's a good idea for a future creature, though. Thanks.
Yeah, were you? You're welcome. They all have to be down to kill it. I don't know. It's a fungus, right? If it's a mushroom, I figured it could work that way. So that's what I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna.
By the way, Scar, make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna cast
15.
Scorching Ray.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. I can peg 3 of these and see if I can take them down. 'Cause
Okay.
Now I don't have to roll with disadvantage, so maybe it'll work. I'm gonna peg pink, purple, red in that order.
All right.
The first one's gonna miss, but let's see. That's a 9. Oh wait, no. Wait. No, it is a 9. I lied.
Okay. So you miss pink.
Next one is 23,
That hits.
and the third one is 20, not natural.
That hits.
Okay. And the first one does, well, actually, technically the second one because the first one missed. Does 9 points of damage, and the second one does 6 points of damage.
All right. Your fire, scorching rays hit into them. You see them fill with flame. They fall down into piles.
In piles, they're still.
All right. Is that the end?
I mean, there's nothing else I can do, so yeah.
All right. Short Claw is going to turn and attack the pink one. Oh yeah, he hit,
He finally hits.
and he just giant axe just heaves it in two, and then let's see.
Can't you just say he explodes? That's all I want. I just pieces everywhere.
He moves down. All right, Blaylock, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna move the Force Ballista up 2 and right 1.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna target the remaining one who's prone and lost his weapon. with a,
It will get disadvantaged because he is prone at for a ranged attack, but yeah.
so it's disadvantage. So 15.
You don't add your modifier. I think this
20.
is your second attack.
Oh, is it the second one? Well, I don't
Yeah.
add the proficiency bonus. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
3 and 5 points of damage. And
All
I'll
right.
push him back.
Just goo just splatters out. Blah, blah. All right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move over to my turret, and I'm gonna cast Mending. How does that work?
Then everybody stands up.
Mending
Pepper.
is mending specifically a healing spell for you? For your turret?
It should be. It should be one for the turret. The spell can physically repair it? Let me verify.
But it's not a heal spell for that's something we homebrewed on Mike's other character.
I thought there was something in here about being able to mend it. If the mending spell is cast on it, regains 2d6 hit points.
Okay.
Yep. So 2d6.
That's more generous than we were, Mike.
And
I know. I say
It's
what we did
11.
1d4 plus level.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking we were breaking it, but I guess we should have pumped it a little more.
all right,
Okay.
and that is the end of my turn.
All right. First one stands up
God damn it.
and moves over to Zoromir. Makes an attack.
Oh.
And he hits
Mm.
for 7 points of damage. The green one stands up. Moves up to Scar. He misses. The pink
So when
one
these things stand up, does anything special happen at all?
moves
like-
down to Blaylock. They just reconstitute. And he misses Blaylock. Yellow one stands up. Attack Short Claw. And he hits. Oh, wow. That's a good spin. For 8 points of damage. The red and blue one stands up. Moves over to Scar. Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
My speed is reduced by half for 1d4 rounds.
That will be 2 rounds. Does it still do the damage?
Yeah, it's
6 points of damage. And the 4-color one stands up.
oh my god.
Attacks Short Claw. And he misses.
Notice
He doesn't do
which
the little
ones didn't
sprouty
stand
thing
up.
again?
All right, Zoromir, you're up.
Notice which ones didn't stand up.
Who killed the red and purple ones?
You did.
I would know this. I
With
did?
fire. With fire.
For my action,
Okay.
I am going to headbutt the orange guy.
Okay.
Why are you gonna headbutt him, man?
Because the weapons don't seem to be doing anything.
You killed one of them!
What do I roll for damage on that?
It's an unarmed strike, so just roll you get a +2 modifier, roll your d20 and add 2.
Emphasis on unarmed.
Roll my d20 and add 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 18.
All right, it hits. And it's 1 plus your strength modifier, so you literally hit for 0. Because your strength is so low. So, well thought out. So you reach forward and you just like when you're sticking your face into the swamp water, you slam your face forward and it just goes into this jello-like substance and kind of blow a bubble and pull it back out, and it's just kind of dripping from your face. He seems unharmed from the event.
Does he need to make a Constitution saving throw?
No.
All right,
You're a
then
lucky
I'm going
man.
to use my cunning action to
Disengage. Okay. Where do you want to move to?
one down to the left.
All right. Make a ranged attack.
Oh, crap. That'd be 16.
Hits.
Then 14 points of damage.
Okay. The tendrils come up again, and they come up and they raise higher, and they go right into the mouth, and he raises his head up in the air, and from his eyes it bursts out and falls down into a pile of goo. Scar, you are up.
All right. Blue-red attack. 16
That hits,
for 11 damage.
and he's down.
Green for 20. Not
hits.
natural. 6, 7, 8.
He's down.
As I'm using my bonus action for the yellow one, I'm yelling at Short Claw. You fought these before. What makes them stay down? And that's another 20, not natural,
Okay.
for 11 damage.
And it falls into a pile of goo. So you guys just see Scar just in like a rage, just shaking his swords around and just
Yelling at Short Claw.
Grovile, you are up.
Why does this keep happening? Okay. Seeing that my Scorching Ray seemed to work pretty well.
Just torch the 3
I'm-
at the bottom. Just torch
I'm
the
gonna
3 at the bottom.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray again, but this time I have to cast it at level 3, which means I have 4 targets that I can hit. So I am going to smack the 2, I guess, that are alive twice. First 2 at the pink one, the second 2 at the multicolor.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and that's right. So the first one is 18.
Hits.
The second one, 23.
So both of those, boom, boom, they're down.
And well, I have 4 shots, so those are the first 2 at pink, I guess. But I guess if I saw him go down for the first hit, I would aim for the second one, I guess.
Right.
Okay. So I don't need to roll damage or anything?
Anything you roll is going to be enough. It's like 4d8 or something like that.
It is damage does not increase with the extra level. I just get an extra ray, and
Okay.
it's 2d6.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not concerned.
Can I smack some of the ones that are down then?
Yep.
Does
It's
that
just
mean
with
that'll do
disadvantage
anything?
because they're prone, technically.
And do I know which ones are down and not out, or are they just kind of all look the same?
They all look the same.
Okay, then I'm gonna aim for.
You saw Scar just recently take down the 3.
So I'm gonna go for I guess since I have 2 more shots, I'm gonna go for orange and yellow. I'm just gonna smack at those piles of goo and see what happens.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
I have been this whole time.
Yep.
Do I get additional disadvantage if they're
No.
down too?
No.
Okay. Wow. Good, because it's the same rolls I've been doing. So this one's probably gonna miss because it's a 11,
That misses.
and this one's also gonna be an 11. So 2 11s.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So do anything.
All right.
I gotta take rid of one.
Short Claw is up. Guys, I think we did it. I've never really killed one before.
You
Oh
said
my
you
God.
have.
And Short Claw's going to hold his action in case that something happens to attack. If one of them stands up, he's going to head toward it to attack. Blaylock, you are up.
I too will hold my action, but can I shout out to Grovile? Fire breath potion. Give it to Zoramir.
Okay. What action are you holding?
I'm just going to hold a shocking grasp bulb so I can run up to one and shock it if it comes back.
Okay. The green one stands up. The yellow one stands up. And the red and blue one stands up. Red and blue is going to attack Scar. It misses. The green one's going to attack Scar. It hits for 8 points of damage. The yellow one's going to attack Short Claw. It misses, and Short Claw is going to use his turn to turn and hit yellow. And he misses. Zoramir, you are up.
So you're saying those other 2 never stood back up?
Nope.
Am I?
You made it quite clear that fire is killing them.
It seems to be that's the case.
Hey. Since the headbutt worked so well, I probably won't do that again.
I don't know, man. I think you're going places.
Can I? I mean, it just felt like putting my face into a nice, expensive pillow. Can I just use a bonus action?
I mean, you can use your bonus action at any time.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Oh god,
Can you hear
gosh
me?
darn it!
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay. I am going... Oh gosh, I am so laggy here. I'm going to use my cunning action to dash 10 feet in front of the yellow one.
Okay.
Isn't that where the turret is?
Sorry, 10 feet behind. I guess 10 feet on the side I'm currently on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So make a ranged spell attack.
I didn't think rogues had spells.
18.
That would hit.
And then 13 damage.
Tendrils slam into him and just pull him straight into the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Scar, you're up.
I'm gonna yell
You
out,
just start stomping
"Use
on him."
fucking fire!" 24 for the first hit
That hits.
for 8 damage.
Do you
Great.
have
One.
fire?
23.
That hits.
Keep telling
For
us to use fire. You don't have fire.
Who's been using firebolt like the
Me.
whole time? Yeah,
That's all I have.
it's fire.
Well, I meant like for you. Why do you
It's
keep swinging at him?
fucking fire.
If you
Fire
keep swinging
kills
at him,
these things.
Fire.
I've been using fire, but you just keep knocking them down, making them harder for me to hit with fire. Leave them standing.
Scar, make a Constitution saving throw.
I fucking die here because they keep getting back up. 15.
Okay. Grovile, you're up.
And
All right. So, are they all down again?
Burn the corpse.
Yeah, they're all down.
Burn. Yeah. Okay.
Burn, light a torch and burn the bodies.
Just something.
You know what? Why don't I try this? Because this always hits anyway. I won't get disadvantaged using magic missile because it hits no matter what, right?
Yep, it does hit every time.
It is fire, right?
You can look it up.
I don't think it's fire damage.
I think it's force damage.
Is it force damage? I thought it was fire.
Oh,
I'm pretty
if
sure
that's
it's
the case,
fire.
I'm not going to use it.
I'm pretty sure it's force.
It's force damage. Yep.
Okay, then I'm definitely not going to use that then.
There are only a couple force damage spells.
I mean, we'll give it a shot. I'm going to try Scorching Ray again. I'm going to cast it at level 3. I'm going to aim for... What are the 3 that... What are the ones that keep standing up again? It's the 3 in front of Scar, and then which one? What's the
Bottom
last one?
3.
You're
It's just
really
the bottom 3 at this point?
You're really not paying attention, are you?
It's the ones in front of Scar. I just don't know the last one.
Yellow, green, and blue.
Oh, is it just those 3? Okay. Then I'm going to aim for those 3.
Oh, red, blue.
Okay.
Great. With disadvantage, that's a nice, handy 11.
Miss.
And then with disadvantage, this is in... Ooh, this is actually going to hit. 25.
That would hit.
So the first one hits. This one's probably going to miss. It's at 13.
And that one hits.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it goes out and
And
it hits
then-
him. Doof, doof, doof.
I still have one more, if that matters.
Oh, you fire at level 3?
Yeah, because that's the only spell slot I have left. And that one is higher than 13. It was 13 plus 7. So all 3 hit.
So you stand and catch your breath for a second, and nothing is getting back up.
That
We
was
did
an
it.
ordeal. I'm gonna look at Short Claw like this information would have been vital before we embarked on our journey.
What kind of leader do we have on this quest?
How long does enlarge last?
I
I don't have it up anymore.
can pull it up. Hold on. It says until the spell ends. Up to 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Okay. We'll say it fades now, and
Go done then.
he shrinks back down. I'm a hero now, just like you guys. We did it.
You did well, Short Claw, and tell this
Well,
to your
we did it.
tribe that fire kills Drippies.
Did I hear him say that we did it or he did it?
We did it.
He
Is
said
what he
he
said.
did it. Oh, we did it. Okay.
Okay. I mean, he didn't. You didn't do anything. They just kept standing up when you were attacking them. We
But
were
I-
counting on you to tell us how this worked.
I kept knocking them down, just like I was supposed to.
And they kept getting back up. It would have been
Tell
very
your
useful.
tribe fire. Fire will eliminate the Drippy threat.
Oh, I'll definitely take it back to them. This is useful information. They'll probably build a statue of me. They'll probably worship me. I'll probably get all the
Well,
females.
While he's gloating,
How
I'm
hurt
gonna
is this guy?
look around and
How hurt is Shortclaw?
Yeah.
He has visible wounds.
Was
Okay.
did these little drippies, did they have any weapons on them?
They had
Or
some
were they just-
spears, but it's very rudimentary.
Mhm. Hey, look, another tent.
That's the whole area.
Can
Yeah.
I investigate that multicolored one? Did it like do a spell when it did that powder thing, or was it just kind of?
Yeah, you can go up to it.
You go and investigate it. You're poisoned.
Yeah. I'm already poisoned. I
poke it
can't
with a
get
stick.
double poisoned.
Zormir, what are you doing?
I'm gonna poke it with a stick from a distance.
Is there anything I can cut off for one of these drippies?
No, it's
Probably the no.
Take a pile of goo.
they're goo. Yeah.
Considering that I have a pile of rotten flesh in my backpack still, I'm just gonna walk up to one of them, maybe the one that looks particularly interesting, and handful of it and stuff in my bag.
Okay. Blaylock, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna start searching through these tents and search the area for traps and treasures.
Okay. What? Just roll an investigation.
Do.
Chris, did you read your
Mm,
WhatsApp?
Okay.
11.
All right. You look around. In the north tent, you find a small crate. When you kind of jiggle it a bit, you hear glass jingling against each other.
Hmm. Okay, I'll bring the crate and all out to the party.
Okay. You set it down. Scar, you're where you said.
Mm-hmm.
And you open it up, and there are 3 glass vials of liquid of different colors.
Okay.
Are those the same? That's not the same one that
You
Carlson
don't
grabbed, is it?
know.
We don't know.
You don't
Nobody
even know
knows what I
Carl's.
found yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just making sure you're not double dipping by accident. is all.
Yeah.
That's
I know who's got what.
Does anybody seen Scar?
I come out of the tent.
He comes out. Are you gonna walk over to the party, or
Yeah, I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself.
okay?
Wait, he can cast Cure Wounds?
Blaylock, what are you doing?
Did I see him do that?
Roll a perception, because you are with disadvantage because well, you have disadvantage
I'm
anyways.
well aware. I'm
Yeah.
well aware. Perception, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be great. 9.
No, you didn't see him. But
All right,
you
so we've already searched all the tents then.
Did we search the far one?
so you drop the box here. You go into the right tent and find another box that's considerably lighter than the one you just had. And you bring it out and set it down, and you go into the left tent and you pick that one up. And I would say it's lighter. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I'll show him the
Oh, okay,
vials.
yeah, it's lighter
Yeah, I'm
also.
not-
Okay, so
Okay.
Scar shows you guys that he found 3 vials.
So in total, we've found many vials. Looks like 9 vials.
I don't know. You haven't opened up the other box yet.
The Scar pulls out his vials. I will pull out of my backpack the 3 that I had found earlier.
So what you see is
Oh,
when
that's right.
when Zoromir pulls out the 3 vials that he found, they're the same color vials as what Scar has.
Okay. Anyone familiar with traps would like to look at this, just in case these drippies are more cunning than they look?
You don't want me to look at it. I feel like shit.
All right, I'll investigate it. I'll check for traps
On the box?
on the unopened box.
Okay, go for it.
What's that? Just investigation?
Mm-hmm.
20.
It's not trapped or locked. It's just a crate.
Okay, gonna open it.
You open it and you find
Da-da-da-da.
2 vials. One is red with black bubbles, much like the other one, and the other is the greenish yellow colored one, just like the others.
Okay, I'll add that to the pile. So we have like 12 flasks right now.
There's nothing special about the drippies, by the way. They're just gooey.
Someone put "don't drink it" poison. All right, sorry.
Oh, I thought that was you that put that.
I didn't put that.
That was me who put that. I put that.
That was good. All right.
All right, guys. It is
Well,
10 o'clock.
yeah.
Yep.
We should call it. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to remember to talk to Carlson about those damn tentacles. That's what I need.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know they're
I
coming.
saw those things.
You don't know they're coming from him. Thanks for
Man,
everybody
it's-
that watched, and we're going to go ahead and tie it up. We'll see you next time.